Hi, this is Yolanda Van Veen, and in this segment we're going to talk about how to harvest and store onions. Now, I love onions in all of the dishes. It doesn't matter if you're cooking Chinese food, American food, or making a nice stew. It's great to have onions in it. And they're an easy plant to grow in your garden as well because they don't ask for a whole lot. They just want a full sunny spot and some water and room to grow. I found that onions are pretty easy to tell when they're ready to dig up. And so what I found, if you just let them grow through the summer, and by late summer, they'll actually start turning a bit yellow. The foliage will start turning just a bit yellow. Even with watering, it'll just get to the end of its cycle. And at the point where the leaves are just barely turning yellow, then I'll just dig up a few of them and see if they look firm and if they look like they're ready to grow. Sometimes I might just throw them back in the ground for another couple weeks because they'll continue to grow even though the foliage is dying back. But it is a good rule of thumb. And it doesn't matter what shape or size they are. They can be large or they can be smaller. They seem to all grow really well and be easy to use. So when you're storing onions, the best way to store them is in a root cellar or somewhere in a garage or somewhere that they can stay cool but not wet and not too moist but not too dry. And so you can keep them in the refrigerator or you can store them just in a box in the garage. And then that way they will last nearly all winter long and sometimes up to 2 or 3 months even. So when you're digging up your onions, the leaves will turn yellow so you know it's time. So the easiest way to do that is take them out of the ground, just dig them right out and let them sit right where they're at or dry them out in the hot sun with the greenery for at least 2 to 3 days. Once that greenery is really dry and the onions look like they're on the dry side but not too dry, just so that the greenery is pretty much died back, cut the greenery off and you can take the onions and either store them in the garage, the root cellar, or right in the refrigerator. And as long as they have some humidity, they will stay for 3, 4, even 5 months and you can enjoy them all winter long.